Peace, 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 peace. I travel under the divine name of El Shalik Sadat Shakim Allah. Peace to the nation of the gods and earths, otherwise known as Allah's 5%. Peace, top of the top. You heard what I'm saying? You know who you are? Top of the top, baby. Um, Check this out. The hot topic now is the whole LL Cool J and Akademiks situation. You are like that's the whole thing going on right now. So I'm just gonna play both videos. I might not play the whole video of LL, his response to Akademiks entirely, because y'all can go online on YouTube to see the whole thing in its entirety. I'm just gonna play, what I'm saying, probably like 5 minutes of LL's clip or whatever, his response or whatever, probably like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, somewhere like that. But so y'all can just get the gist of what's going on. Then I'm gonna give y'all my commentary and how I feel on it. All right, let's do this. First, I'm gonna play Akademiks.
Bro, have you seen any of these old rappers who be like, yo, they're the foundation of hip hop, really living good? They be looking really dusty. I kid you not. And none of y'all try to come for me because I don't want y'all either. So I'm just tell y'all the truth. Y'all be looking like every time they be like old talking about hip hop, you be like, yo, bro, you sure you ain't better than this? Because everybody else living better than you.
All right, that was Akademiks, right? So y'all heard that, and now I'm gonna give y'all a response to that.
All right. Okay. So, you guys might want to record this. Make sure you're recording this or screen recording it or something so that you guys get it. I don't go live a lot. I haven't really been going live since, the pandemic, but this is something that came to my attention. It came to my attention that a DJ, and I'm not going to say any names because I don't think it's necessary. A DJ basically said that, a lot of the pioneers in hip hop are, they're dusty, or how can they be the person that, invented hip hop if, they don't have a lot of money. Or if they don't look or represent like they have a lot of dough, right? Let me explain something to you and say this for you guys. Don't confuse someone's ability to develop a business model. Don't conflate. In other words, don't think just because somebody knows how to get money or fails to get money that they didn't make a contribution to the culture. No one discusses Miles Davis's bank account. We don't talk about John Coltrane's bank account. We don't talk about a lot of even rock musicians, a lot of them. We don't talk about their bank accounts. A lot of great country artists, we don't talk about their bank accounts. This idea that you have to have money or else you don't have any value is a bad idea, and it's kind of like, it's a misinformed way of looking at the world and the culture. There are artists out here. First of all, let me say this. First of all, let's talk about like young artists, right? Who I love. I love the young artists. Let's be clear. I'm very much a guy who embraces the young artists. I believe in every generation. I believe in you. I care about you. Let me say this to you though. Today, you could come up with your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, your 20-year plan. You can go find a manager, you can find an accountant, you could find somebody that means something to you, to help you. You could find a team to help your career go to the next level. When hip hop first started, there were no managers. There were no accountants that believed in it. Record companies didn't even believe in it. Nobody believed in it. How can you make a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan on something that doesn't even exist yet, that people have never even heard of? So just because a couple of these guys and girls and people out here made songs and made music and made contributions to this culture, or even dancers danced and made these contributions go, just because they didn't get rich, just because they weren't able to pile up millions or billions of dollars, does not mean that they didn't make a contribution to this culture. That does not mean that they didn't do something. They created an industry that we all ate off of. They created an industry that you eat off of. When you go out there and you go monetize your brand, when you go get your whatever and do what you got to do to build your career, when you go out there and negotiate your deals and negotiate your checks and talk tough, guess what? That money, that bread, that food that you eating was created by those same people that you disrespected. That industry was created by them same people that you call in, foul words, foul language. The people that you're referring to. So my thing is this. It's always good. It's always good to get money. It's always important. It's important. It's important to get money. I agree. I'm all about getting paper. I've been talking about it my whole career. But don't ever, ever, ever confuse being rich with making a contribution to our culture. Don't ever play yourself like that again. Because trust me, you playing yourself. Because without these dudes and these girls who started this hip-hop culture, a lot of the guys that's out there talking tough, you wouldn't even have a career. We'd be on the corner with a beer, talking about what's the next move we gonna make. So I would say, approach this game with humility and be glad and be thankful that these pioneers, exactly, slave mentality. Be glad that these pioneers helped create this culture. And let's show them love. Let's elevate them. Let's celebrate them. That's why I started Rock the Bells. That's why I started this movement. So I wouldn't have to listen to foolish rhetoric about people that changed the world. These people changed the entire world. The whole planet runs on hip-hop culture right now. The whole planet. Every commercial, everything you could think of is all about hip-hop. And there are people out there that started this thing, and I think that they deserve to be honored and respected. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to say nothing foul. I'm not going to go at nobody's character. I'm just going to say, think before you speak.
Peace, peace, peace. I'm back. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just leave it at that. He ain't really say too much after that. Alright, man. My take on it, right? We're gonna start with Akademiks, man. First and foremost, before we start on anybody, man, I'd like to say peace to my borough. My borough, the borough that created hip hop, period. My borough that created hip hop. I like to say peace to my borough, the BX, the Bronx, the BX, aka P-Long, the guards we call it P-Long. Alright, the BX, the Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx, my borough, born and raised. Know what I mean? Born and raised. Like I said, I don't know if I ever said this, might not, but I'm gonna let y'all people out there know. Born and raised in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? I lived on Summit. I lived on 165th and Summit. That's the west side of the Bronx, on the west. Then I lived in Melrose Projects on Cortland Ave. I lived there. You know what I'm saying? I lived on Summit from like newborn to like 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? And then from 2 years old to 5 years old, I lived in Melrose houses, Melrose projects on Cortland Ave, and then from 5 all the way to adulthood, lived on Webside, baby, Butler houses, Webster bricks. You know what I'm saying? From 5 years old all the way to adulthood, lived in Webster bricks. You heard? 169 and Web. All right, shout out to Webster projects, Butler houses. Y'all know. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, I just want to say this real quick, man. And shout out to LL Cool J, man, because he's definitely a legend, one of the legends in the game, man. Shout out to LL Cool J, Queens get the money. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy real quick, man. Shout out to my boy GS, you know what I'm saying, aka Mel. Holla at the God, you heard? Holla at me. Queens get the money, you heard? Straight like that. But yeah, but real quick, man, I just wanna you know what I'm saying, get at academics real quick. First of all, he's saying DJ Academics. I don't know if the dude DJ. All I know, son, from always with the controversy with the whole drill movement, the drill that started in Chicago, like the original drill, where drill music was formed at in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So I just know him from that, from instigating beefs in the drill situation, what was going on in Chicago when they was calling Chicago Chirac. It's still called that to this day. But when Chicago was hitting with the drill situation and they called it Chirac. You know what I'm saying? I know son from instigating beats from that. I don't know him from DJ, and I don't know why he got the DJ on his name. I don't know son cutting on turntables. I don't know son from going to clubs and anybody like, yo, son's on the ones and twos tonight at the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know DJs like Cool DJ, Red Alert, Kid Capri, you know what I'm saying, DJ Doo-Wop, Ron G, you know what I'm saying, DJ SNS, you know what I mean, DJ Clue, you know what I mean, DJ Quick, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the West Side, shout out to the West Coast, DJ Quick, you know what I mean, like who else, if I'm missing anybody, pardon self if I'm missing anybody, because I'm going in my mental Rolodex. I don't know something doing Funk Master Flex. I mean, I don't really care for Funk Flex, but he is a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Funk Master Flex. Who else? You got DJ Envy. I don't really care for son like that either, but son is a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know DJ Academics. I don't know son for being a DJ. I don't know son for hitting clubs and, you know what I'm saying, putting in pain falls on them turntables. He's not known for that. Only thing I know son from when he was doing the controvert, doing the instigating beefs between them brothers in Chicago with the drill music, with the drill scene, and then him elevating or moving on to the show that him, Joe Button, and I forgot the sister's name. Forgot the name of the show. It was supposed to be like a spin-off off of like Stephen A. Smith and this guy, what's the Caucasian dude name? Skip Bayless. It was supposed to be a spin on that, but far as dealing with the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot the name of that show. But I just know some from that. I don't know him from DJing. So for him to have an opinion on dissing the legends or dissing the founding fathers of the hip hop culture, because a lot of them is not in good positions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them that started this in the Bronx, a lot of them is not millionaires. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them is not living in houses, you know what I'm saying, mansions and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like L said, like, you know what I'm saying, just because, you know what I'm saying, because again, when this thing started, it was started from the streets. It started, like I said before, you know what I'm saying, now there's a bit of controversy that came to my attention because, you know, a lot of people is coming out saying that, you know what I'm saying, it started in Bronxdale Projects, which is called Sotomayor Houses now. You know what I'm saying, if you from the Bronx, you know, you know. Now, a lot of people saying it started in Bronxdale. I forgot the brother, something, Mario. I forgot the brother name, but I'm gonna do my due diligence on my research on that. But it's controversy because now it's like, you know, a bit of a controversy with the Kool Herc thing. But what I'm saying, but I said that to say this. They're saying hip hop started in the streets. Kool Herc, Africa Bambaataa, despite his shortcomings, despite Africa Bambaataa's shortcomings, he did add something to hip hop. I mean, you know what I'm saying, it's sad because what he did to young brothers and how he ruined a lot of young brothers' lives with his shenanigans and his shortcomings. But we can't take away from what he added on to hip hop, the culture, because he did add on the knowledge factor. Like not the knowledge, but like the conscious factor. Let me correct myself, pardon self. Like the conscious factor in the hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying, during those times in the beginnings with the Zulu Nation, you know what I'm saying, in the beginnings of hip hop, in the beginnings of the foundation, laying the brickwork down. So my thing with academics, you know what I'm saying, my issue with Son is like, you know, yeah, these brothers, when hip hop starting from the streets, these brothers like LL Cool J said, these brothers these brothers and sisters that started the B boys and B girls that started this thing, they didn't have a plan. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them that was breakdancing and hip hop, a lot of them got regular 9-to-5 jobs now. The founding fathers, a lot of the founding fathers and mothers of this thing, a lot of them got 9 to 5. A lot of them is grandparents now. Like, you know, they got grandkids, you know what I'm saying? They got kids, grandkids that's in college and stuff like that. Like, a lot of them, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff when these people, when hip hop started, a lot of these brothers and sisters were adolescents. A lot of them were adolescents, and it was just a fun thing to do to escape the gang culture that was going on in the Bronx. Yes, the Bronx had gangs. For y'all that don't know, before Blood, Crip, and Latin King, Neta, Trinitarian, before all that touched down in New York, you had gangs like the Savage Skulls, Savage Neanderthal, Black Spades. I forgot the other gangs, but the Bronx was going wild in the late 60s and 70s with gangs. The Bronx was going wild. So a lot of these youngins that came out of these gangs when hip hop was forming to leave the gang shit alone, yeah, they start breakdancing, some start DJing, some when MCing, some, you know what I'm saying? So it was a culture. So like LL said, they didn't have time. Like, no one had a 5-year plan because no one was thinking about making it a career, because it started in the street. No one was thinking about making it a career. So about time it started forming into a career when record labels was jumping on it, like, oh shit, like this look like it's gonna be, because mind you, keep in mind, people said hip hop, even when it started getting commercialized, people gave hip hop as a music, as a culture, whatever you know what I'm saying, you want to call it, people gave hip hop only 10 years. They said, oh man, like disco, like they treated hip hop how they treated disco. You know what I'm saying? They start treating hip hop and say, oh, we're going to give it 10 years, and that type of music is a whole bunch of noise. It's going to be out of there. It's going to be out of there. It's going to be gone. Gone. You know what I'm saying? So, like LL said, now hip hop is running the world. You can't do anything without hip hop. You're not even cool far as musically. We're talking about far as musically, you're not even cool if you're not adding a little hip hop spice to anything you're doing musically. Whether it's like hip hop done kind of messed up R&B. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, hip hop kind of messed up R&B a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because now you don't got the contemporary R&B. Now any R&B that come out got to have a hip hop beat to it. Got to have a hip hop sound to it. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, hip hop. So Akademiks was off point. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna fess him up, but I said, nah, because he didn't know who I am. I'm the little guy on YouTube, so I ain't going to even waste my energy. I was going to fess him up, but I ain't going to even waste my energy like that. But I'm just going to say to you, brother, you know what I'm saying, Akademiks, you need to start, like LL said, start paying homage to these foundation brothers, you know what I'm saying, the sisters. Yeah, they don't got $1 million. They don't got $1 million or nothing like that. They don't got $1 million. They ain't got big houses, 18-room mansions or none of that. Nah, some of them still live in the Bronx. You got some that still live in the Bronx. I ain't gonna name names. You got some that still live in the Bronx. That live in regular tenement building, a regular apartment building, got a 9-to-5. You know what I'm saying? Got grandchildren, got children that went to college, got grandchildren and stuff like that. So, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, you still gotta give them respect, because they, like LL said, if it wasn't for them, a lot of black people would be in trouble. Like he said, a lot of brothers would be on the corner drinking a 40, talking about, damn, what's our next move? You know what I'm saying? What's our next move? What's our next heist? You know what I'm saying? What's our next block we gonna try to take over? Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll be a lot of that. It's a lot of that going on now, But imagine if it wasn't for hip hop, because now them brothers who's doing that now in the street, they can have a way out. Like damn, I got a little talent. I could rap a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, I could put my best foot forward. Now imagine if hip hop wasn't around. A lot of brothers would be a lot of people in the black community, east, west, north, south, would be messed up in the game. So I agree with LL on that. A lot of things that LL said, like his whole sentiment on academics. So academics, you need to show a level of humility, brother. You need to show a level of humility. Straight like that. You need to show a level of humility, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The founding fathers that laid the brickwork is the reason why you could call yourself DJ Akademiks. All right, them same people you saying is dusty and look broke and all this stuff is the reason why you have a business, that you have your own situation going on. Them same dusty brothers you saying look dusty is the same brothers are the reason why you are able to do what you do and why you call yourself DJ Akademiks. All right, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. And then as far as L, man, shout out to LL, man. Peace to LL, man, because he's a legend in the game. And he had the right to speak up on this topic. He had the right to say everything he said. Man, shout out to you, L. You know what I mean? Like, shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a brother. I do beats, brother. Holla at the God. You know what I mean? Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm on all the social medias. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG, YouTube, Facebook. Anything you can name, I'm on that. You know what I mean? But, yeah, but just to let y'all know out there, man, y'all youngers out there, man. And like I said, man, I'm saying, shout out to the young boy. Shout out to Five God, because he definitely give supreme love to the young boys that's in the Bronx. He gave the supreme love to the young boys in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Five God. You know what I'm saying? For giving supreme love to the young boys in the Bronx. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to the young boys. Shout out to the young generation, the young boys, young girls. Like I said, I got a video where I'm giving a shout out to the drill movement, especially to the young women in drill music that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I gave a shout out to Kenzo B. Shout out to Shawnee Bonnie. You know what I mean? And shout out to Lil Devin. You know what I'm saying? That sister's from Brooklyn, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the young sisters doing the drill that's in hip hop too. The young sisters that's in hip hop, the young queens. And shout out to the young queen. I can't forget these young queens, Girl Code. You know what I'm saying? Because they nice. They spitting. You know what I'm saying? 2 young queens from Brooklyn. Nice. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the young generation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shout out to the young generation. And for y'all, the young generation, man, give respect due to the you know what I'm saying, to the brothers and sisters that laid down the brickwork, that put in the pain to make things easier for the next generation. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, no matter what situation, because like Al said, just because they don't got $1 million mansions or businesses and stuff like that, that don't mean you can't give them respect. Just because they working a 9 to 5 or what have you, or may not be working a 9 to 5. They might just got a little business, but it didn't really jump off like that. It didn't really jump off. Like, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't diss them. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay homage. You got to thank them. Like, thank you. Thank you for putting in the pain, putting in the groundwork for somebody like me. I'm just speaking in general, but somebody like me to even want to get on, or somebody that's successful, like somebody like Jay-Z. Jay-Z wouldn't be the billionaire. Kanye West wouldn't be the billionaire that he is. 50 Cent wouldn't be the multi-millionaire that he is. P. Diddy wouldn't be the multi-millionaire he is if it wasn't for guys like a Kool Herc or the brothers that said they laid the foundation in Bronx-style projects. Like, a lot of those brothers, they're older now. That, like I said, they got grandchildren. They got children, grandchildren in college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they may not be in a position to, you know what I'm saying, start businesses or have multi-million-dollar businesses and stuff like that, and have 18-room mansions and stuff and things like that. But you still got to give them, you still got to pay homage. You still can't disrespect these brothers and sisters. You got to pay homage. So with that, I'm not going to go on and on about it. I just want to leave my commentary. Like I said, I'm going to bring y'all good content. This is The God, El Shalik, Sadat Shakim Allah, signing off. Peace. Y'all be good out there.